Okay, so I think there's something I want to talk about. A certain subject or a certain like line I've seen with men, right? Especially with so many of the little arguments that men have about the levels or caste systems among men, in particular black men, and where they struggle to find a certain level of solace and achievement. So there are men that a lot of men clearly recognize as having some certain level of whatever. And then there are men who are what we consider average or regular. And being an average or regular man, I think a lot of men take for granted that in being that there is value in doing that, being consistent, being dedicated to a cause, being devoted to something. There is value in being that kind of man. You are a man of respect. My father always told me the first thing a man should chase is respect. Once you chase respect and you establish yourself in that role, then you know if you're a leader or not. Because if you can't command a certain respect, how the fuck are you going to be a leader? And make no mistake, leadership shit is not fake it until you make it. That's either recognized or it ain't. And if you ain't the leader, a little coup will come against your ass and make sure you know you're not the leader because your ass will get ousted. Somebody else will be the leader. But in being a man of respect, you have to first establish who you are and be that all the time. Like, you can't just say, I'm a man and that's it. It does take more than that. You have to be consistent on some level and at least show people you want more for yourself than people want more than they want for you. It's one thing for somebody to see potential in you, but you have to also want more for yourself. You know what I mean? You can't not want to work. Somebody else wants you to work and think that's going to work. A lot of women make that mistake. You think a guy doesn't want to work and have money for himself, but you can get him to think he wants money? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's almost like trying to teach a kid to wipe their ass. It can be done, but it's a very difficult task. And until they want to keep their own ass clean, it ain't really never going to work effectively. I think more men should try to strive for shooting for trying to be men of respect and building off that foundation than trying to just jump into the leadership role or trying to be quote unquote alpha. Alpha is not everybody. That's a particular kind of man. Now, a man of respect is a different certain kind of man. Maybe not the quote unquote leader, but definitely a dependable cog in the machine that you will call on when needed because you know he's dependable. And you should find some sort of fulfillment in that. Because it takes a lot for even nowadays certain guys to even be that. To be consistent and dedicated to something. You've got discipline, sir. You're consistent. You're stable. Lord that. Weaponize that. You don't have to be a, well, that's just all I got. That is valuable. That is valuable. Are you the leader of a fucking station or a nation of men? Hell no, but you are somebody that will make that nation strong. It don't take just a strong leader. It take about 10,000 men like you to make the nation strong. Don't bite more than you can chew off. It's only going to result in disappointment. Okay? While fulfilling what you naturally are at the beginning, you'll find fulfillment. And if once you get to that level, you go further, that's when you start to get to achievement. Okay? And it's a step-by-step process. You ain't jumping those steps. It don't work like that. Or you can try, and you can trip up the steps. You can trip up the steps. Bust your shit up real quick. But I think that's more important for men to grasp onto or hold on to instead of just trying to be the man all of a sudden. You get much more done when egos aren't as involved, or people let them go. And that goes for men and women, because women have that same shit. They have egos too, and that's what gets them in trouble. They want to be the man instead of just fulfilling their natural role to the fullest extent, which will give them more fulfillment than trying to be the man in control, because when they do that, they're still not happy. And they don't understand that. Some guys chase trying to be the leader without hitting those first few steps, and they're wondering why they ain't getting any results. And it's like, duh, you didn't do the first few steps first. You just try to skip to the front of the line and shit. Motherfucker try to pass go. Pass go, not go to jail and collect $200. Fuck that shit. Oh, hell no. So I think if a lot of people are starting there and then go from there to elevate themselves, they have a lot better results as far as their relationships and shit. I mean, that's interpersonal, professional, and otherwise.